I love that Sarasota sheriff is fighting for your gun rights. But I hate that our Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell doesn't fight for the Constitution but fights for military police state tyranny. They are at war with you. You are just a slave and or a serf. Defund them now while you still can. And as you already know, Punta Gorda police are just completely incompetent, corrupt. That's why Lee Coel is charged and so is Chief Tom Lewis. Judge responds to Sheriff's petition. By Warren Richardson. Sun correspondent. Sarasota. After a little more than a month, Chief Judge Charles Williams of the 12th Judicial Circuit has finally responded to his ongoing legal dispute with Sheriff Tom Knight. In March, Knight filed a petition for a writ of certiorari with the 2nd District Court of Appeal in Lakeland seeking to quash sections of a revised administrative order issued by Williams. That order directed Knight to resume providing security in all buildings considered court facilities by 5 p.m. on March 6. Knight declined to do so. A writ of certiorari is an order from a higher court to review the proceedings and decision of a lower court to determine if there were any irregularities. In his petition to the court, Knight argued that Williams' order violated the separation of powers clause in the Florida Constitution, and that providing security was a discretionary executive function the judicial branch could not interfere with or direct. In his 37-page response to Knight, Williams, through his attorney, argued that the order upholds the judge's duty to protect the public using court-related services, and that the sheriff is obligated by the state constitution and state law to follow administrative orders issued by the court. The sheriff's legal analysis overlooks the rich and cooperative history shared by sheriffs and judges, the response notes. Under the Florida Constitution, the Florida statutes, case law, and the common law, the sheriff is obligated to perform any duties that the court is authorized to request. Finally, the response also argues that complying with the order does not expose the sheriff or his deputies to personal liability as argued by Knight, citing a Florida statute. Possibly undermining Knight's arguments, however, is a bill currently under consideration by the Florida Senate. Originally offered by Senator Greg Steube, whose actions started the dispute between Williams and Knight, the bill was amended during the committee process. In essence, the bill provides that a license to carry a weapon in Florida does not allow a person to enter a courthouse with a weapon unless he notifies security about the weapon and follows ensuing instructions, or surrenders it for security upon arrival at the courthouse. As mentioned, the dispute started when Steube attempted to enter the clerk of court's office at 2000 West Main Street in Sarasota, on February 14, carrying a concealed weapon. Contained within the premises at the location is the historic Sarasota Courthouse, which is seldom used for court functions. Although he has a concealed weapons permit, Steube was denied entry by a deputy and a private security guard. He fired off an email to Knight, arguing that the clerk's office should not be considered a gun-free zone under the Florida statutes, and therefore, he should have been allowed to enter the building with his weapon. In the month since Knight filed his petition, Circuit Court Clerk Karen Rushing, the Florida Association of Court Clerks, and the Florida Sheriff's Association have all intervened in the case as well. Their legal arguments are not available since the District Court of Appeal does not provide online access to legal filings, unlike the circuit courts of the state. Email, johndaltonwr@gmail.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.